That shit fine. Okay. It just looks nice. I haven't been to Piedmont in a while.
Yeah.
Like over a year, so it's just like very.
Me either. That's why I wasn't.
Be looking sometimes.
I wasn't tripping when you was late. I was reading my little book.
Oh yeah, what were you reading?
Oh, is this okay? So me and my brother like to go to free book stands and shit. So I've had this book for months, and what's crazy is God speaks in so many different ways. Because for weeks I'm like, man, I really want to read this book, and I know it's about Hindu gods.
Yeah.
And I love like mythology and shit like that, because life is boring when you don't believe in conspiracies, bro. I'm sorry. I'm not a square. Call me crazy. Maybe I do too many shrooms. Whatever.
No. You're right.
It's boring as fuck.
I question everything. I don't give a fuck.
I don't care, bro. And so I knew that it was about that, and I picked it up, and that shit is so divinely aligned to like what's going on in my life now. But it's really about a girl who just got she was repeating, they praise Hindu gods. She lost her mom. Her mom got banished by her dad, found that shit out. Her mom was an avid reader, so she was going through the scrolls and shit, and she found this like scroll, which is like a mantra to the gods, and she was using it to try and get her mom back, and then she got a power, and the power is the ability to pull and tug on bonds, so she can see the bonds that she has with people and manipulate them. And she's only 12. So like, she has this responsibility that now, because her mom is gone, and now she has this power, and you can't tell anyone about the power because then it's disgraceful to the gods. So she's like, she got the weight of the world on her shoulders. It's good. So I'm reading that. I usually like to read like self-help books. I'm self-helping myself out. That's enough. I'm ready to just live in a fiction of something interesting. So that's what I've been doing, trying to find time to do that. Also minimizing my screen time.
Yeah.
Because nigga, I'm a crackhead for TikTok. I'm telling you, after a long day, that algorithm is too good, man. You sit back and you just get to scrolling.
I'm not gonna lie, I haven't allowed myself to go there.
Don't.
Like, for me, it's usually like YouTube. Like
YouTube is good. That has
been
my, because you know you can't cut cold turkey, right? So I still be on YouTube Shorts, and that algorithm is less aggressive. Like,
damn. So TikTok really gets you. They
really in your info. They're really in your brain. It's weird.
Now I just started using that shit as like a tool. Literally, just recently, I was just like, all right, I'm finna literally just start uploading clips of talking, uploading clips of videos.
I want to get it. So that's what I'm trying to do. I want to get into short form creativity, because our attention spans, like, man, we're losing it with the media. Our attention spans are so short. You know what I mean? Unless it's really, really good. Like, like TikTok is like great for that shit. I have a problem. I hate being perceived. Please don't ever perceive me like, just like, I'm a vibe. Like, I get it, but like, just vibe, you know? But like, don't perceive. Allow. Yeah, just let me just be. Like, but like, that's not a good way to be all the time. Humility is great to a certain extent. To a certain degree. That was fucked up.
It was. Yeah, that works.
I think people, like, we have this like misconception, like we're supposed to, for work. I don't want to contribute to none of this shit. I'm gonna be honest. Like, like, the world is some shit that somebody made up, and they was smart as shit enough to manipulate the masses, and it's just fake. The only thing that's real is earth. So like, I hate contributing to this system unless it's something that makes me feel fulfilled. Like, Whole Foods is cool. You're feeding people.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
But it's like, that's not what I'm trying to do.
That's not what you're trying to do.
Not, like, I don't care about that shit at its core. Like, it's cool. Like,
is it time consuming?
It's not even that time consuming. It's pretty
easy.
Smooth. Yeah, it's pretty easy.
So I think that's okay to do. I feel like everyone feels like we need to do these big grand things and work for these big old grand companies to live a decent, comfortable life, and you don't. Especially when you're trying to build something of your own, you damn sure don't need to be throwing your time away for, you know, I lost this job opportunity. Well, I thought I had the job opportunity for this film studio. They filmed Stranger Things there, all kinds of shit in Atlanta. Yeah, and I was so close to getting it, and I didn't get it. And I was like, damn, that shit crushed me. But like at the end of the day, 8 to 5, when would I have ever had time?
Yeah.
Just
was
to
it like
say,
full time too?
full time. But the pay was so good. And I'm just like, but at what cost, man?
That's the balance I'm trying to find. I'm like,
Huh.
I'm like, where is the right opportunity that's like going to aid me in all the things that I'm trying to do, but also pay me enough to do the things that I'm trying to do. You know, like it's a hard fucking search, man. It's a hard search. Like a lot of times, some shit's just gotta like fall in your lap, and then you gotta be ready to walk through the door.
That have to be a gift, bro.
Literally.
Like if you're not gifted it, I don't know. Some people are luckier than others. I think I'm not that lucky.
You don't feel like you're lucky?
I feel like I'm divinely fortunate, and I say that because divinity is not pretty. Like it's not. I think we glorify that shit. It's not a beautiful thing. Like subsequently in the long run, oh, it's ethereal. Like it's like wonderful, but divinity sucks. So I feel like I'm divinely fortunate. Divinity is a lot of hard redirecting.
Yeah.
You know, like it's free will ish.
Free will ish, literally.
So that's why I don't think I'm as lucky. I think I'm chosen, but I don't think I'm lucky. I'm gonna get a ladybug tattoo.
Try to draw some of that energy in.
Yeah. Also, my brother, when I was born, he wanted to name me Ladybug. So we're gonna get matching tattoos. Yeah. You have any tattoos, James?
I have hella tattoos.
You do?
Yeah, these two on my hand. I got soul greater than ego, and I have a pterodactyl.
A pterodactyl? Why?
I have a weird thing about dinosaurs. I feel like I just feel like them shits didn't exist. But
what?
I know that they did. It's just a feeling. It's like, damn, how are they just all gone now?
Right. That's a great question.
But I think pterodactyls just had it made. Like them shits had it made. If that's the case, they got to exist above all the bullshit, all the predatory shit. Like, but and then I have a full sleeve all the way up to here, and then rib tat, and then 2 tattoos on my knees.
Damn, you shitting on me. I only got 3. I got 1 on my side. I got 1 + 1 semicolon 2. Math, if it ain't that simple,
That's
like I don't want nothing to do with it. That's like my goddamn philosophy. Like life is as simple and as complex as you make it, bro. Like if that shit don't equal 2, just leave it alone.
Path of least resistance.
I'm Ashley, and then I have this. This was a scar, and this is the healing symbol. It's like a doctor symbol.
Mm-hmm.
I think at a point I thought I wanted my PhD. I'm still up in the air about that.
That's a lot. And I definitely wouldn't be the one to discourage you from it at all. I feel like I'm not a school person, but I understand the urge.
School is ego. Degrees are ego.
I feel like when you get into PhD territory though, like it becomes like life kind of opens up in a way.
I ain't gonna lie, Dr. Rowe sounds real good. We're gonna see how I feel, because that shit would be hard. That might be something that I pursue while I'm teaching as a professor.
Yeah. Do you feel like that's feasible? Being a professor and pursuing PhD?
To be honest, I don't know. I can't even answer that until I try it.
Yeah, be the first to try it out.
Yeah, I think it is, depending on how slow your course study might go. We're gonna see, but it's gonna be a whole lot of writing. Pterodactyls is fucking crazy. My nephew loves dinosaurs. This is gonna be a really funny video, because I'm definitely gonna layer some of that random audio about you talking about fucking pterodactyls. Yeah, but I'm not just trying to talk your ear off. I really do want to stretch. I need it.
Oh no, we could definitely stretch for sure. I wanted to be like, I'm just flowing. Like I don't have like a frame.
Okay, cool. I'm like, I hope I'm not distracted.
Nah.
I'm really an old lady. I feel like people have this idea of me. People tend to romanticize who I am, but like, if you really get to know me, I'm really like 73 in my spirit. That's why I don't go outside. I don't really be places. Like, yeah, I kind of like moving slow. I don't know.
I definitely. I think that's like probably like one of the biggest contradictory things about me as well. Like it's something that I contend with because I'm just like, damn, like at my core, this is what I want to do. I want to come out here. I want to unroll the mat and just fucking and just look around,
just look people,
just observe. But then it's like, oh, you got friends here. You got friends in different states. You got opportunities in different countries to go and express and explore and see all these things, and you get invites here and shit. And it's like, okay, you want to make the most out of life, right? You want to go, but then I be tired, bro.
Then
I be trying to motherfucking just lay back and relax, feel some sunlight on my face. Yeah, that's about it.
It's the little victories. Like, this is a little victory.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, although, like, this, I voyaged here and shit, and I'm tired, I have been itching to create. I haven't done anything, like, in a long time, and that is unlike me. And you know that. Like, lately I haven't done shit. I've just been existing.
Which that can't be, that doesn't always have to be a bad thing, though. You know what I mean? Just to kind of be in the flow of life for a little bit, but eventually, you know, as a fucking creative, that itch and that urge is going to win. It's gonna win out.
It's gonna win no matter how exhausted you are. It's gonna win. Yeah, and that shit always makes me feel better. Like, to be honest, you probably won't see this for a while.
That's fine. You know, I get it.
Or you might see it sooner than later. I'm like so creatively chaotic. I could be in my room smoking a blunt. Probably like intentions to take a nap. Full intentions to lay down.
Yeah.
5 minutes later, I'm editing. Like a project that I told myself I wasn't gonna touch for weeks. Or it could be on the other end of that, like, I have a set day. This is James footage. I'm gonna get this shit done. And I never touch it. So I don't know. That's really what the purpose of this shit is. Underdogs run free. Ain't nobody looking for this shit.
Yeah.
No one is looking for this shit. We put the fucking pressure on ourselves. You know what I mean? Even if you do have a fan base, people are just grateful to see you doing something.
Yeah.
So, like, I don't know. I feel like you're not 21 Savage, nigga. And maybe that's a blessing.
Oh, God.
Like,
oh, God.
That's like the best way I can sum up what I'm trying to do here. Like, you're not 21 Savage.
There's no expectations. Like, it's just...
James can create as much in whatever he wants.
Or as fucking little.
Or as fucking little.
Let it be. I think, yeah. I think, it just be funny, like, I used to be scared as fuck of these kind of bees.
Bumblebees?
Yeah.
They don't sting.
I know, it took me a while to find it out or figure it out.
They look like they'll fuck you up, though.
They do.
They do.
Where I used to live at, we had like literally hella nests, and I just had to learn to coexist with them. But
had to learn to let them be.
Man, like our house was like made out of fucking like, it was like primarily wood, so it was just
the little nest and hives everywhere.
Yeah, that was a crazy time. Yeah, I think that's something I had to come to terms with too, because like I be thinking so much bigger than myself as far as like, oh, I gotta be on like a consistent schedule when it comes to outputting whatever it is, whether it be videos or music or whatever, so I can get in the ecosystem and of like the industry pretty much. Even though I don't want to be in the industry, it's like I still want industry resources or like industry, I don't want to say spotlight, that's not the right word, but just like I want to be in the river. You know what I mean? So people can pick my content out and it's actually being like, you know, fished for it in a sense. But what I had to realize was just like the good shit is going to speak for itself. You know, I can't rush these processes. I can't rush my time. I can't like do all of this promotion if I'm not settled within. Like if I gotta just like chill on that shit, then I just gotta chill on it because I'm only gonna feel better for it, as opposed to just like stressing myself out about getting it out and making sure I keep getting it out and pushing it out. That's when you start dropping trash and you start like just not even conforming and not even being attached to what you're doing.
Right, that shit means nothing to you,
bro. Dead ass.
You know, when you hold on to art, that just means that shit is very valuable to you.
Yeah.
But ultimately, we be creating because there's so much shit that I like to do, James. I feel all the time constantly overwhelmed with the idea of the things that I love to do. You know what I mean? So like as an artist, we literally do that shit to survive or you'll internally combust. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. So that's really why I let go of a lot of shit that I let go of, because that shit will sit on my shoulders and weigh me down. So time and all that shit, like timeliness and when it gets off and how it gets off don't matter as long as I'm getting the shit off. That's what matters the most. Really. I don't know. It's just, we live in the world of media. This ain't the 2000s no more.
Okay.
It's not the 2000s no more.
That's what hurts. That's what kept me off of fucking TikTok for so long. I was like, bro, I'm not gonna put this shit on here. Like, I just did not want to do that.
I don't want to be a part of this shit.
I didn't.
I don't want to contribute to the problem.
But then it was like I found my balance with it. Like, I don't have to even look at this shit. I can just upload, wait till it uploads, and then I let it be that. And it's actually it helps. It's benefited. I get a reasonable amount of views on that shit. And I know that people are at least seeing the content for some period of time. Whether they're just scrolling, they just see a glimpse of it, catch a little piece of music in their ear. Maybe something resonates, and I can be happy about that for sure.
I think, first of all, I don't think I've ever told anyone. Well, I have. I told my best bitch this, Raven. But she don't count. You know what I mean? I don't tell people this. I get on Instagram, the moment I put something on there, I'm off the app. I delete it immediately. I don't want to know who looks at it. I think people might get offended because, I just anxious, like, I can't take it. People might get offended because, like, I don't watch stories. I don't really like a lot of stuff. Unless I catch it. Like, if I catch it, I'm going to like it. Like, it's not even that I'm just like, fuck y'all niggas. Like, I just, I did, like, an independent study to graduate from Albany State. And I think my professor really just had me doing his research for him to give me the credit, because it was about social media, and he was an older guy. He was an older Asian guy, so it was like two barriers already, and it was just a great opportunity for me and him, you know what I mean? But I learned so much shit about what that shit does to your brain, your body, your soul, and your spirit. For a long time I lived in fear of media, and then after that I realized, like, I heard somewhere someone said, don't open an app unless you know what you opening it for. Yeah. Like, unless you have a purpose for being on that bitch, don't open it mindlessly. Like, just submerging yourself in media is, like, not good. It's not. But when you have an idea of, like, okay, I'm going on here to do this, this, and this, and then get off. Cool. Even if it's for recreational, like, I'm going on here to bullshit. That's still a purpose. It's still purpose driven. Like, there's still a purpose. So, like, with TikTok, I feel that. I definitely feel that shit. I do that shit with Instagram all the time. I just need to be brave enough to get on TikTok. Right now, I'm just watching shit. I definitely have my game plans when I open it, for sure. I think Twitter does get me sometimes, but then I catch myself. I feel like that's what it's all about. It's like having that awareness of yourself, like, I'm on this bitch just looking.
Like I just pressed
I ain't
my
even doing
fingers,
nothing.
went to this motherfucker. Like my fingers really opened this shit, and I didn't think about it. Like I just opened it because that was like a learned thing over time to just open
it's
this
muscle
shit.
memory,
bro.
It's quite literally muscle memory, and it sucks.
But as soon as I like bring that awareness to myself, I'm like, oh no.
Let me get out of here.
I don't need to be out here. No.
Let me get out of here.
I don't need to see none of this shit. I think with like Twitter specifically, I treated that shit like news. You know, like that was like
Twitter is
my
the
news
news.
for like, you know, old heads treat the news as the fucking news. It's like that's how I'm like, damn, I actually am updated about the world through this shit. But then sometimes I'm like, I don't really care about the world, like in that sense. Like, I don't need to know every single thing that's happening.
We feel like we do, as
Yeah.
if it's like a hero complex, like
For
as
sure.
if we could do anything about anything. And I don't mean to say that in such a like fucked up way.
Nah, but it's real. Like it's real. Like we have low impact, but it's
we
like
are a microcosm and a macrocosm.
but we
bruh.
be feeling though.
We
We be feeling that shit.
We be feeling 6 feet tall. I know I do. You can't tell me. I just came to the terms maybe like 3 years ago. Like, you're not a big person. That's crazy to say, but chill.
Because I really felt like I'm like 80%, 72% legs. I'm like, I really should have ran track. My dumb ass joined the band. And I'm like, bro, I'm like 5'4", 5'5". That's average height. And now I'm like, is it? You know what I mean? Like, when I go places, I'm not that big. I'm not the shortest person in the room, but also I'm not the most wide person. I'm ideally a small person. Like, but in my spirit, I feel 6 feet tall.
Yeah.
Someone told me, and I don't fuck with this person no more, but I don't take love away from anybody. But she told me that's the ancestors standing behind you. I thought that was fire.
That is fire.
So maybe so. Maybe that's why I feel so tall, and maybe that's why we all feel so big.
That's true shit. That's true. That's so true.
I really believe that that's what it is, because I be feeling goddamn like Magic Johnson. I be Kareem Abdul in this bitch.
Ironically, like I had a similar realization because like I can it's with my family is like pretty tall, but I got skipped. I don't know how I got skipped, but I always like when I was growing up, I didn't have that perception of myself at all. I was just like, oh, if I'm on the court, I'm finna guard.
Oh, we ballin'.
I'm a guard a nigga that's 3 inches over. Like I don't care. Like
that's what you got.
or whatever,
us for.
you know what I mean? Or like
That's
if I'm talking to girls, like I'm finna project as if I'm up there. Like I don't want to say my ego made me bigger than I was, but I definitely had like more charisma that just like overshadowed anything that I physically thought about myself. I was just like, oh, if I can talk and I have confidence and I have like that spark, that thing that just makes me fucking special, and I know that about myself, like I'm gonna project higher than I am. And then same thing that you were saying, I just like I was like, I went to fucking Switzerland. This is really where it started. I went there and them niggas are tall as shit. Everybody's tall. Everybody is minimum like 5'10", 5'11", 6 foot. Like it's a tall ass country. I'm meeting the homies there. I'm like, damn, every single one of these niggas is tall as fuck. Strangers tall as shit. I was like, oh, I'm not tall. Like I'm not. But like shit, it's still motherfuckers that's walking behind me, you know, type shit. Not even on no like, you know what I mean? Like, oh, I'm leader of the but just like, damn, I got that confidence to just like walk through this bitch and just be me. Yeah. You know what I mean?
That's all
like,
you need. I don't know.
Facts.
I don't know. That's a word.
Ancestors,
bro. It'd be the power of the ancestors and the power of like, I don't know.
Tender loving care. Amour, tendresse à ce que j'aime. Tender loving care. Je passerai avant tout ce que j'aime. Tender loving care. Amour, tendresse à ce que j'aime. Tender loving care. Je passerai avant tout ce que j'aime. Tender loving care. Only that. Tender loving care. Tight shit, okay.
I came up with the realization like a few weeks ago. I've experienced a lot of random rejection, and not even like
really,
yeah, Like random rejection. Not even in like a way like where I'm like searching to retrieve something, but like
not valid. Like I need validation.
Yeah, not even that I'm looking for the validation. It's just like random rejection. But you know what? Rejection is spirit protecting you from shit. You know what I mean? And that's when I realized like I'm a very kind person. I can't be nobody but myself. You know what I mean? Ever. I can't be anyone but myself. Ever. I can't change for anybody. I feel like if I tried to be someone else, like you would know, like I'm a bad actor. Like I'd be terrible at it. Like so, like regardless of how it comes off, and being yourself places will show you how other people feel about themselves. Because people just,
dead ass.
You know what I mean? Like that's really what it is. And I realize, bro, we talk a lot about ego death. I do a lot of like shrooms and stuff, like but. We need ego. We don't talk about ego rebirth. Yeah. Like sometimes I got to off that bitch. She has to go. But she's gonna be reborn into something new.
Sometimes you gotta be a partner in crime.
Mm-hmm. I need her. I need pride. I need them motherfucking people that are inside of me. You know what I mean? That doesn't mean that, I think that's the issue with people. When you don't water and nurture your ego, it becomes irate and irrational
as fuck.
And like so like I don't know, I realized that lately. So I've just been trying to do better about listening to that pit of my stomach. I think I have an issue being perceived because I don't want nobody to think that I think that I'm better than them. Yeah. And it's like, what? You don't feel that way. So like, don't worry about what other niggas feel like. But like, so I carry so much humility unnecessarily when it's just really like, why? I have like, there's so many colors to my spectrum, and I only like show about two. But you know what I mean? I feel like the only person that really gets all my colors is my brother, and that's just because we grew up together. You know what I mean? So he knows. Yeah, that's really my best bitch. So I'm just trying to get better about being perceived, and I want to be a platform for people to be perceived safely. Because that shit, niggas is not safe. The internet is a scary place.
Most people don't even feel safe. Like, I realize that too. Like, a lot of people don't feel
They don't feel safe, so that in turn causes niggas to not be themselves.
Yeah. And overcompensate with that fucking ego. When that's not, like, you're not coexisting with it.
You're not coexisting with ego. That bitch is driving. And she's like 12. You know what I mean? Like, she do not have a license. She should not be operating this vehicle, bro. Put her in the passenger seat, please. Hell no. I don't know. I'm just trying to do better about that. So, hopefully, with you, I keep doing this shit. Hopefully, this doesn't end here.
No,
I don't think that it will, though.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
I got a couple of more ideas for just different people I just want to talk to. And you know what's gonna be interesting? I was thinking about this last night. I have a lot of like random dialogues with myself. I was like, damn, I talk to so many strangers on a daily. Like, so that's a random fact about me, is that I talk to them like all the time. Like, if you're friendly enough to engage in conversation with me, you could be hood, you could be a criminal, bro. I don't give a fuck. Yeah. Let's talk. What you want to talk about?
If you got good energy, like, what's up?
If you got something to say, let's talk about it. And if I feel like we can sustain the conversation, we don't talk. And I was thinking about, like, man, I wish people understood at the core how connected we are. You know, like, to any of these people, to like a stranger on the street, like, you think that person that is homeless, one of the only differences y'all have is the fact that you got a house and he don't. Guarantee you it's something that's gonna come out of his mouth that you resonate with, that affects your life too. Like, we really are a hive mind and we don't realize it.
Nah, because it's like we just exist in like such an illusion of separation. Like, we just be looking around each other like, what the fuck? Like,
it's a survival mentality of self, just like, I gotta get mine.
Yeah.
Not let's plant this seed so we can all eat. You know, like, we not living off the land no more. We just trying to stay alive. That is not good.
It's not.
It's not good.
It's not a good thing.
That's why Earth is mad. Y'all ain't noticing the winters is getting shorter and the summers is getting hotter. She is pissed. And if we really believe that we gonna be the ones that's gonna, like, Earth is just gonna deteriorate, you know, like, no, we're gonna get purged off this fucking rock. Yeah. And she gonna rebuild.
If anything, we gonna be rejected.
Yeah, she's gonna reject us eventually.
We're the resource that's gonna dry up.
Yes.
Yeah. But
shit. I'm gonna stay aligned with her. Shit.
Yeah. That's crazy. That's actually crazy. When you break it down like that, it feels so. It's so simplistic in nature, but it's like you got all these. It's just like our fucking leadership system is trash.
It's terrible.
They just don't have the ability to like simplify a thought, like in just like a process. You know what I mean? Like
we overcomplicate things on purpose so that shit can't be understood.
Yeah.
Like, well, let me take myself out. Let me take us out of this, not us. But you know, the masses of motherfuckers that do influence. You know, it's just like a lot of like material. I'm thinking of like, because my degree is in art. Okay, I don't know no sciences. 1 + 1 = 2 is about the only math I can really get down packed. I feel like that's all I really need, count some money. And I think about medical techs and people who are like in school for biology. I'm like, damn, y'all so smart. And I say that because they make the language of learning that shit so difficult.
Yeah.
So difficult. Yeah. Like, I don't even think it always has to be that fucking complicated. You know what I mean? But terminology is the issue. That's also another goddamn barrier. Because we got a lot of people have all the right energy and we're using all the wrong words.
Dead ass.
Like your heart in it, bro. Your heart is in it. But that was like probably not
what
the
you
best
was
way,
say,
for real. To articulate that shit.
That's like some of the best people you'll ever meet are like the people that are perceived like the roughest, you know, or the people that can't talk or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like you might have a one-on-one with that person and like they might be stuttering, they might not have the right vocabulary or whatever the case, but the intent behind the words, you can feel that shit. You can understand. Like that's a language in itself.
I was just about to say that language is not a barrier. It's not. Patience is all you need. Like if you're patient with a motherfucker, whether they speak Chinese, Mandarin, Spanish, French,
you can figure it out.
German.
You can figure out exactly what's going on.
If I look you deep in your eyes enough and slow down and have you slow down, you can tell me what you need or tell me what you're trying to express. It just depends on do I really want to understand. A lot of people don't have the patience and they really don't want to understand, so it seems as though it's a barrier. It's a barrier. It's not. It's just about everyone's capacity. That's why I think people like us are chosen, because everybody don't have the patience and capacity. People are like, whenever I'm like really, yeah, I'm kind of really patient. It's a blessing because they're like acting like it's a shot of vodka. They're like, oh, I have no patience. I don't know how you do it, as if like
that shit is not a badge of honor, bro.
It's not.
Like
that is not a flex. It's not. You ain't even gonna try and practice.
That's what I'm saying. Like if you're aware of your problem, like that,
you're not gonna address it.
I don't know, man.
Who am I though? So that's why I just giggle. I giggle a lot of shit off and just let it roll off my shoulder. Sometimes it's not worth. You can't save everybody. I'm not no goddamn Jehovah's Witness.
Nah,
I
definitely. I'm not gonna lie. I used to like. I used to be very much. Yeah, I used to be very much like, damn, I need to make this person understand. Like, I'm like, bro. At the end of the day, I let a lot of people just be who they are. Like, I can give my little, whatever, my 2 cents here, but if it's not welcome, I'm not gonna force it. Like
I learned that the hard way a few different times.
Right.
And like, you might understand what the next person needs to do, but like, it's not for you to give to them. And that be sucking, because it's like, bro, you're so, especially when you love somebody and you just want to see them like thrive and grow. Like, I can't do nothing for you. All I could do is just let you live in that path, because that's what I want for me. I don't want nobody invading on my spiritual journey. Like, I don't want nobody telling me what I need to do with God. You know what I mean? what I need to do with my ancestors. That's the dialogue me and my people gonna have. You know what I mean? But I'm always open for direction and guidance if you have my best interest at heart and you're using the proper words. You know what I mean? Like, I don't like to be chastised or, you know.
Yeah, don't belittle.
Yeah, don't belittle me.
It shouldn't come from a place of superiority.
Yeah. I don't like to feel like, I don't like the inferior thing. But I'm always open to that shit. That's what I'm not saying. Like, anyway, I don't invade on nobody else's. I feel like that's a threat. That's a threat I use all the time. I'm like, ooh, don't make me invade on your spiritual journey. I'll tell you some shit God was not ready for you to hear. Don't make me fucking have to tap in. Don't. And that's not good. I have to get out of those ways too. But I'm just a girl. I'm growing. Yeah. I don't know. But what I will say is you for sure should not feel so guilty about living your life, man.
You're right.
Because I know people love you and like want to be around you. But if they want to be around you, they'll try and be around you.
Yeah.
Or they'll try. Like, I know that you stretch. I know you like to stretch. I know you like sunlight. So I'm like, if I put this on the table, he's more than likely willing to come out.
Oh, for sure.
So like, it'll work out that way. It will. People will meet you where you are if they care about you. I didn't realize how long I've been knowing you.
Yeah. It's been a minute.
I've been knowing you a minute. I don't know. Outside, I'm watching all y'all grow into like a different path, but like it's like in the same tunnel, but like different tubes. It's interesting.
For sure.
Camille out in Houston, go Texas. Thank you.
Yeah, bro. I just went to see, bro.
Yeah, he just texted me today, come visit me. I'm trying. I got to get out there. Him and my homeboy Khalid out there.
Yeah, I actually met Khalid for the first time.
Yeah, I'm
That's
like,
crazy.
damn, I got to get out there. It's my business now. I really feel like Camille had me outside a lot. When he left, I really went outside. Because I was only out with him.
For sure.
Really worked on people out. Trei is next. My boy. I don't know what I'm going to do with Trei.
I'm sure he's more than like happy to meet you where you are. For sure.
Yeah, I gotta find something fun. Because I want everybody's to be different. Intimacy is important. I feel like everyone looks at love as this one-dimensional thing. And I really hate that. Because I don't. And like, it's like, it scares people away. When I don't want people to like, when you love them purely with intention, they're like, what do you want? It's like, nothing. Where are you trying to get out of this? That thing, like, fuck. So like, intimacy is important to me. Like, how we're just sitting right here. We're like 3 feet apart. I can look you dead in your face. You can look me in my face. Be all these people. Like, it's important. So like, I want every segment to be different in that way.
I get you.
I'm feeling like I can reach ya. I'm feeling like I can reach ya. I'm feeling like I can teach ya. I'm feeling like I can teach ya. I never worked off Pro Tools, that's crazy. I learned mixing without the whisking. Our blunt stuff like coastal, I'm hazy. My palms itching, why ain't you risking? I'm feeling like I can reach ya. I'm feeling like I can reach ya. I'm feeling like I can teach ya. I'm feeling like I can teach